Zibby's Lounge. Come on to Zibby's Lounge. Come on to Zibby's Lounge.
Hi, my name's Ngozi, and you're welcome to another wonderful episode of the Zibby Show. It's amazing to have you on here, and I'd just like to start off by saying a huge thank you to everyone who tuned in last week, as well as everyone who downloaded, listened on YouTube, Spreaker, and SoundCloud. Yes, so thank you very much. The support has been amazing. I had no idea that it would grow so much so fast, so I'm really thankful. We have a very special guest with us today. He's someone I would describe as a survivor, a fighter, and a hero. He's someone that never gave up. He doesn't give up, and, he's a go-getter. He's a bit like me. He goes for what he wants, and there are always positive results in the end. I'm very pleased to have him here. He's an inspiration to me and a lot of other people, young and old, who have faced a challenge where they felt like they were down. But amazing thing is, he's going to show us it's okay. Just pick yourself back up. I'll just introduce him. And his name is Melvin Oduah from Big Brother Africa. And right now working with the One Campaign organization to end poverty in Africa. We're going to be speaking to him about this. Welcome to the show, Melvin.
Hi, it's good to be here.
It's absolutely nice to finally have a chance to talk to you. Since you left the Big Brother house, you've been jetting all over the countries. I'm so jealous.
You shouldn't be jealous now. Come on. It's something that was inevitable. It's something that I knew or that we knew was going to happen.
All right, that's good. That's really good to know. Let's talk about your family. I understand you've got a twin sister and your younger siblings are twins as well.
Yes, actually, I'm from a family of 6. My dad, my mom, and 2 sets of twins. I'm among the first set. That is me and my twin sister, Melvina. Then my younger ones are twins as well, and their names are Tony and Tonya. Yeah, that's 6 of us.
I don't know, having 2 sets of twins in a family, I think this is like the first time I'm actually hearing of it.
my mom needed to just get pregnant just twice and give birth to 4 kids, 2 boys and 2 girls. Yeah, so it's actually a big blessing, and I thank God for that. Yeah.
Yeah, lucky her. So basically, how does it feel like having a twin girl? Do you guys look at each other, you can tell what the other person is thinking?
Having a twin is just like having a normal sibling. The only difference is like 2 of you came out on the same day. But the whole telepathic thing, no, all that is just me.
That's fine. I understand you were at the University of Port Harcourt.
Yeah, that's where I had my first degree, and I graduated from the University of Port Harcourt in 2007. I obtained a bachelor's degree in pure and industrial chemistry.
All right. Let's talk about reality TV. You've been on 2 reality shows. Let's talk about the first one. That was Golden Ultimate Search, which is sort of like Survivor.
Let me first correct that. I've been on 3 reality shows. 3, not 2.
Oh, 3? Oh, my days. I should have done my homework. Okay, tell us about the third one I don't know about.
The third one actually came in between Good Ultimate Search and Big Brother. And that one was Mr. Nigeria. I went for Good Ultimate Search in 2009, and I went for Mr. Nigeria 2 years later in 2011, and I went for Big Brother in 2013.
All right. I knew about Mr. Nigeria, but I didn't know it was like a reality show. I just thought it was like a regular pageant, where everyone came out and, did their thing on one night.
Yeah, it's more like a reality TV show because you guys are camped, you guys are there, you guys do activities that they air daily on TV. You do activities, and they judge you based on those activities that you're doing. You do competitions in camp until it now builds up to the final night. So you now do the main pageantry. So it's reality as well. Yeah.
You're also an actor. You have actually won an award for acting for a series you were on called Happy Family.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
How long was that on for, and where was it aired?
I can't really say all the stations where it was aired, but I knew it was airing on, as at then, when I finished shooting it was airing on NTA, it aired on Galaxy, and now it's airing on DSTV, African Magic, because I know tomorrow a lot of people call me and tell me, I watched you on African Magic and all that, I saw you in a series called Happy Family. So you know how these things are. You might have finished shooting it a long time ago, but the stations, different stations keep trying the rights to air it all over and over again. So, yeah.
right? I think I saw on Twitter someone said something about you being on a TV series called Clinical Matters, and the nurse gave you what would describe as a very dirty slap.
Yes, I did a couple of series for them on Clinic Matters. Yes, there was a part where the nurse slapped me. A very dirty slap. That is there.
So you won an award called the GAVA. What's the award about, and what award did you win?
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about for the Happy Family. My role in Happy Family. I won the Sava Award that year for my role in Happy Family. Yeah.
Okay, was that like a best actor, or what role was it for? Best cast?
Best upcoming act.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about Ultimate Search. I must have seen like an episode of your season. For some reason, I remember you. That was the only episode I watched, but I remembered you when I was watching the opening night of Big Brother. And when they said Melvin Oduah, I'm like, this name sounds familiar. And then when I saw you, I'm like, what's the Ultimate Search guy? So basically, I remembered you from just looking at you for like 5 minutes on TV. When you were on Go the Ultimate Search, did you actually think that that was the platform that would actually launch your career in entertainment?
Yes, definitely. As a lover of entertainment as a whole, you always look for that thing that will elevate your career, that will make you bigger in entertainment. So when I went for Good Ultimate, when I was chosen for it, I knew that, whoa, this might just be it, This is that platform that will just continue to shoot me into greater heights, And God willing, it was. It all started from Good Ultimate Search, That's what brought me to where I am today, I kept pushing for different things. After all, I tried for the first time and I got to the top 40, I can do this, and, I went again. I filled the form online, and I went all the way to the last day this time, yeah. So that's how my Good Ultimate Search experience was.
That's really interesting. A lot of people thought you were like a favorite to win. Now, looking back, do you think if you had won, you might have gone further, like to Big Brother, or if you had won, or would you have been a bit more relaxed?
Well, yes. In camp then, I actually had a lot of fans. As a matter of fact, I had more fans than the winner, which, a lot of people expected me to win, which was not like an underdog. So it was just destiny to me, yeah. To me, it was not destiny. I was not destined to win. Because, like I said, destiny.
Yeah.
And I believe it is also a reason, because I don't believe if I had won Good Ultimate Search, I would have been a Big Brother. I don't think so.
I actually think so as well. I have no basis for thinking, but I think sometimes at reality TV, you don't want the face that everyone knows so well, because okay, you've already won one show. Why are you going on to the other? Give someone a chance,
Exactly, something like that.
Yeah, that might count against you even before the new show starts. Talking about counting against you, let's move on to Big Brother Africa. Melvin, when you were in the house, yeah, and obviously you couldn't see what was going on, but the viewers could see. It seemed like a lot of people had, it wasn't even personally against you, it was just the fact that you were Nigerian, and because you're so nice and cool, everyone saw you as competition, so everyone was trying to do their best to sort of kick you out. I understand it was all a game, but didn't you get any vibes? Did you pick up any weird signals okay, this person is looking at me funny, or I'm not comfortable, these people talking about me? Did you see anything like that?
Yeah, but that's what a lot of people don't understand. When you are in the house, it's a different thing from when you are outside the house. You are in the house. This Big Brother thing, it's a mind game. It's a psychological game. It can drive you crazy because you have no idea of what Africa thinks about you. Now, it's something about it. Especially inside the house as well. The housemates are everywhere. You don't know who is gossiping, saying what's here. You don't know who is talking about you here and everything. No, you don't know all these things. That's why this whole thing can drive you crazy sometimes. Because there's a lot of people who see one or two people as competition. So I think the best is to just acknowledge the fact that it's a game and just expect everything.
Okay. So basically, you understand it was all a game, and everything that happened, you knew you were going in for a game, and, you understood that, yeah?
Yeah, of course, definitely.
Okay. So why was it so hard for you to nominate people? Or why was it so hard for you to do the swaps?
Like I said, this Big Brother thing, we are all different people. Everybody's different in their own way, And when I was going into the house, doing my audition process and everything, I kept saying, I don't have any particular plans or any particular strategy or anything. I'm going into this house to bring me to be Melvin, you know. I just believe that I have a personality that is good enough to take me all the way to the end. The real Melvin is someone that, I mean, I get stupidly emotional sometimes. I know it's a disadvantage, but I can't help it, you know. I can't just help it. I mean, there are some things that you have in you that you know it can work against you sometimes, but you can't help it. Now, those are one of the things about me. I get emotional sometimes and it can count against me, and that's why when people come to this trash and nominate, you know. The previous week where I put Hakim and Hakim left, you know, you saw the way it was for me. It was not easy for me, you know. And really, so that was just how it is. Those things, I couldn't help it. I couldn't just help but be, you know,
That's, you know, I guess it's different when you're inside the house because no one can actually really, I mean, living in that kind of environment, I think it would drive me crazy, you know. You know, you had a really good time and the parties, you know, I like that you always got down, you know, you and them really knew how to party. And Maria, of course, you know, everyone got down and I really enjoyed it. It was nice. And I understand you still keep in touch with a lot of the, you know, housemates, my bad, housemates from the show.
Yeah, no, I didn't compromise that for anything. I mean, that's like just the only 1 hour in the full week that we have to party and get down and, you know, and enjoy yourself. So I don't compromise that for anything. I go all out, you know, party zones. I come out, I hear the good music, I dance, I drink, I make sure I have all the fun I can have that particular time.
All right. On the final day, I think a lot of people expected you to win. Of course, you know, we always expect people that, you know, we feel a connection with to win, you know. I expected Maria to win, you know. It's always like that. When you feel you have a connection with someone, you like that person, you expect the person to win. At that point, you know, when, you know, your name was announced after Beverly and you came forth, did you think, oh, Drax, not again?
I would lie to you. At that point, you know, I mean, reaching the top 5, you know, you look at yourself and you're happy that, man, you've come along, we've made it to the end, you know, and you have that belief in you that, man, I might just have won. But the good thing about me is that I've been in that position like 2 times already, you know, where I made it all the way to the end and I didn't win, you know. So I prepared myself mentally for it already. You know, I was ready mentally. I said, okay, Melvin, yet again, you have made it to the final day, but hey, you have to realize, you have to take cognizance of the fact that you might not win it. I mean, it's not 100% assurance that you have won. When my name was announced, you know, after Beverly went, you know, and my name was announced as the next person to leave the house, you know, of course, at that point, you will not be happy again. Oh my God, if they just call my name, oh my God, so this is the end of the road for me, you know. You don't feel too happy, but hey, I mean, you have to just fight that feeling away and say, hey, I thank God all the same, you know. I thank God, I mean, let's go and, you know.
Okay, we'll take a short break now and we'll be right back after this. Just to cool off, let's listen to some nice Afrobeat music.
Every man gets his own caro, but me own caro na me own caro. Maria, I love you, baby. You don't know. Come on, Caro, make you answer me, Caro. One give me go, Caro. Keep answer me, Caro. Yellow baby CC, Caro. Jordan Milo, Caro. If me long, Caro. Because I'm no cool, Caro. When you're my own, he can't go, Caro. Baby girl, I just wanna love you, but the way where you did do, no gonna make me trust you. I don't try plenty time to yarn you, but your attitude no more, man gonna make me bust you. I don't the wish say when I need you, say I feel close my eyes and then I'm with you. You're the mother of my child and I adore you. First things first, my girl, I will respect you. I'll be there for you every day, satisfy you in every way. And no matter what they say, me and you are here to stay.
Okay, and we're back. Just in case you're wondering, that's Caro by a very talented Nigerian artist, Como Blastic, Como Lafe. He's an amazing guy, and that's just a beautiful song. We'll listen to the other part of the song right later in the show, but let's get back to the interview now.
And I noticed something like you're very spiritual because in the house, you read your Bible and things like that. And I was so impressed by that because, it's a struggle for a lot of young people like us to actually find enough time in the day to wake up and read the Bible. I'm not even kidding because you know how it is when you're young, you're trying to make your head start. Even if you want to do it, sometimes it just gets difficult because you have to dash out the house early or you're too tired or something. But you were very consistent with that.
I told myself I will because in your everyday life, when you get so busy, you can actually forget to do these things sometimes. Read the Bible, big brother house. You can structure your time very well. There's time where it's not like you are going out of the house every day to plan hustle or something. You can actually structure your time properly. And I told myself that I won't compromise this for anything. I'll make sure I say my prayers every day, read my Bible constantly and all that,
I was flipping through your Facebook profile. And I'm trying to remember, I know Big Brother started on the 24th or 25th of May, earlier this year.
Yes.
And your status on Facebook on the 21st, it said, giving up should never be an option.
Yes.
What were you thinking at that moment when you typed that in?
No, were you stalking me now or what?
Come on, I have to do my research.
Once in a while, when the thoughts or when you experience something or these motivational thoughts just come into your head, you want to write it down and tell people about it. You don't want to keep it to yourself only. When you write it down and tell someone something, And I would like to, I might have forgotten why I wrote that at that particular instance, but that's what happens to me most of the time. Probably I experienced something. Yeah, I probably experienced something, that I didn't believe that I should just keep it to myself. That let me just, share this with my people, And yeah, it happens like that sometimes.
Yeah. I think at that point you're finally like, oh my days, I'm in the Big Brother house. Like, a zillion people, auditioned from Nigeria and I got picked. I think that's what you were thinking of. Thank goodness I didn't give up after good health research. I might be wrong, but I think that's what you were thinking.
Maybe, just maybe.
Outside the house, okay, I'm not stalking you. I just follow you on Twitter, okay? It's not stalking.
Yeah.
Not being a fan. I've seen some of the things you've been involved with, and they're really impressive. I saw some pictures of you at an orphanage in Abuja. I think you were giving out things to the children. I thought it was really nice of you because I understand how. Tell us more about your charity work.
If you remember very well, we had a chat in the house there, that reminded us of this. I'm someone that always loves to involve myself and engage myself in charity work. Naturally I do that. I love to do that because the inspiration comes every day when you see these people, you watch it on TV, you see people, you read things, they tell you about all these people that are not privileged to be where you are today, So I love to engage myself in charity, at least to help out in my own way, So now when we're in the house again, Big Brother reminded us yet again by giving us a task in that charity week, We did so many things. We have to do write-ups, went hungry for a day, and we have to reach out to people, out there. With our platform, we have to reach out to people, to help and do something about the whole extreme poverty thing. And also, we also did a video, one campaign video, where we had to, say something. And the best video will win. And I won that as well, And I was very happy I won that, because it was only yet another opportunity for me to engage myself yet again in charity work. Now, since I came out of the house, I've been doing a couple of charity things. Like one campaign, I traveled to South Africa the other day for the one campaign events. Of course, one campaign is charity. It's strictly, their vision is to fight poverty in Africa and eliminate it to a very large extent. And I did that as well. Then, of course, I have a lot of people, a lot of supporters, a lot of people that love me for who I am. They also love to help me do a couple of things too. So, a particular group of people called the Melvin Crew, they call themselves Melvin Crew, we came together as well. The Melvin Crew, and we went together in Abuja there, and we also visited the orphanage in Abuja there. I was happy to do that as well. And yet again, I came to Lagos again, and another set of people called Nigeria BBA Forum, they love me too and everything. We all came together again, and we went to, it was recently, I think like a couple of weeks ago, a boys' remand home, I've forgotten at Oregun there, went there again to visit them, teach them things as well. And yet again, Uti, They have this program he does every year. It comes Uti League the Stars. So he comes together, he brings a group of stars together, where we now donate towards giving. We donate a particular amount of money and buy things as well, and buy a lot of things to give to the widows, the blind, the deaf, the less privileged, the motherless babies. I mean, we come together and we buy a lot of things and donate towards these people as well. And we just did that one a couple of days ago, And yeah, these are the things I've done. I can remember so far concerning charity that I've done. And I'm happy to be doing all these things. I'm like, I keep saying, God, please give us the opportunity to do more. Please help us to do more,
Yeah.
Give us the resources to do more, Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's really interesting because I feel like there's nothing as joyful as giving back. Because I remember in church, it was last Sunday, or was it? Yeah, last Sunday. And the whole thing, everybody had lunch and people had gone home. My mom was chatting to some of the ladies, so I stayed back for a few more hours. And one of the children came to me and he's like, "Oh, Auntie, thank you." And I'm like, "For what?" I actually didn't know why he was thanking me. And he showed me his gift. And I'm not even kidding, like, I actually almost cried because it meant so much to him. Yes. And I was like, wow, these are things that, we just look at and we think it's not a big deal, but to some people, it's so important, And
yeah, it's a big deal to them,
Yes. So, honestly, I decided, you know what, I'm going to try and give as much as I can. I mean, I'm lucky, I'm blessed. Some people are not as lucky as I am. So why can't I just give back a little bit of what I've got? So I think it's an amazing cause, Melvin, and you and everyone that's involved, and Uti, I really think it's amazing. Really, really thank you guys.
Okay, we'll take another short break and listen to some music. Okay.
Together, forever, whatever, the weather, I never, ever let you go. Caro, make you answer me. Caro, one, give me go. Caro, keep answer me. Caro, hello baby, sissy. Caro, Jordan Milo. Caro, if they rate me long. Caro, because I'm open. Caro, when you're my own, one he can't go. Caro, baby, you're my cutie. To make you happy, that's my duty. No one comes close to your beauty. I like the way you shake your African booty. This is serious and I ain't playing. I want you in my life, that's what I'm saying. I want you for my wife with no delaying. Look into my eyes, girl, I ain't lying. I'll be there for you every day. Satisfy you in every way. And no matter what they say, me and you are here to stay. Together, forever, whatever, the weather, I never, ever let you go. Caro, make you answer me. Caro, one, give me go. Caro.
And that's Caro by Como. If you would like to listen to this song or more songs Como's done, you can find him on Twitter at ComoBlastic1. That's KOMO Blastic, the number 1. And you can also check the website. The website is kbmusicnigeria.org.uk, and that's Como.
So let's move back to the One campaign. Since you won, does that make you like a One campaign ambassador?
Well, I will not be too quick to tag myself as that yet. Yes, I mean, we were happy. In fact, with the way a lot of people have tagged me that already, They tagged me as Melvin One campaign ambassador, But I won't. I don't know. I want the video, yes, and I know I'm going to be involved in so many things that One campaign are going to be doing, Concerning the fact that they're tagging me as an ambassador, I don't know. I don't know. You will have to ask them. You have to ask them for that one, yeah.
That's fine. I'll get the email address. Okay. Let me just read out some excerpts from your speech. And it goes, I may not have won $300,000, but winning this video competition gives me a new purpose and fulfillment. I now know that I can use my position to influence people and our leaders to seek the positive change that we need. To me, that is worth more than money. Tell us more about that. How are we going to achieve that?
Yes, I was very happy, because being in that position, you are in a position now where you can impact the lives of millions of people out there. Now, how are you going to use that position, But now you are in a position where you can actually impact people. You can impact knowledge, impact a lot of lives out there, So that's something great already. That's something big already. Do you understand? Yeah.
Yes. I understand in the House, you talked a lot about energy poverty. Yeah, I think that was the focus of your campaign.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this I've never heard of the phrase. Did you make it up yourself, or is that like a proper definition for what lack of power is? I'm just curious, though.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I heard it for the first time when I was in the house, and I knew that a lot of housemates will not dwell on this. Probably some of them have not experienced it before. I know those in the southern region I probably not have as much of what lack of electricity is. I know what energy poverty is. I have experienced it. Of course, energy poverty, as it goes, it means poverty from energy. Lack of access to modern energy. That's exactly what energy poverty is. Because I know a lot of people have not heard that phrase before. I know how important it is to an economy. If Nigeria, and I've experienced this thing almost all my life, I know what it is not to have lights in your homes, where you are running generator constantly, the financial impact it has, the health impact, and everything,
Yeah, I can understand that. I think everyone in Nigeria at some point definitely has experienced and probably are still experiencing the same thing. I'm experiencing it right now. My generator is on.
Yes, I'm experiencing it right now too. The generator is on too.
So, it's depressing because, when you think about the amount of money you spend on diesel, it's so much money.
Yes.
Wow, this money could be put to good use. People out there need this money. We can actually send this money to some people and it'll do them a whole lot of good rather than just wasting it. And then at the end of the day, it's affecting the environment as well.
Yeah, that's it. That's true.
I was out. And you know what it's like to be in a hot car that has no aircon at this time in Nigeria.
Oh, my God.
So it was terrible. Like, I could barely breathe. Like, the air was so toxic, and I was almost choking, and I'm like, oh, my goodness, why am I going through this? Because, everywhere you go, there's so much noise. People can't even sleep right, because, the generator's called I Better Pass My Neighbor.
Pass my neighbor.
I mean, they're on all the time, and sometimes because people haven't even got space in their houses, they put it in their rooms, and then you hear families dying, because they were inhaling some fumes, things like that.
Yeah.
Apart from the fact that we need energy to function and do everything we need, but then there's the health effects as well, and then there's the fire hazard. So I think it's actually a huge problem, and I'm really glad that you chose that to talk about, because if you hadn't, I probably would never have thought there was anything called energy poverty. Since you've been out and since, you won the video and since you've been in South Africa, what strides have you, taken to see what can be done about this issue? Because I know it's not going to happen in one day, but, what have you started? Are there any things you've done?
It was never going to be easy anyway. But like I said, I even mentioned it during my speech. The major impact or the biggest way to go about it is from the government. We have to channel more resources to that area. Individuals, we might not be able to do much, but all we can do is just to try and convince the government and neighboring countries around now. I mean, they are enjoying electricity, so why can't we do that? We can emulate them now. There are a lot of things to go about it. Some will use solar. That's right. With one campaign now, with the AU, that's what AU is fighting for. AU is actually, we're pushing for AU, to actually, you need to double your investment. These people are suffering. Double your investment. So it's just for us to, more of what we're going to be doing is to just talk to the higher people, tell them that when you're doing your next budget, please, you need to channel more resources into this area so we can tackle this issue.
How do we as regular citizens that, we don't have any connections with the government, we're the little people, how can we get involved? What can we do? Because at the end of the day, we're fighting for ourselves. We're fighting for our children. We're fighting for a better world. So how do we get involved? Because I think it's going to be a bit unfair for us to leave everything up to you and the one campaign and whatever else body is involved. I think regular citizens, we have our own responsibility.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Yeah, you see, that's why we say all these things as well. You should join the vision, If you look at one campaign, if you look at the vision they have, if you share in that vision, why not become a one campaign member, Once we all have share the same vision, there are different steps that can be taken. If you can just imagine if every Nigerian is with me on this, there's no way the government will not do what we want them to do. The first thing is first is information, to pass the information across, to spread the word, let everybody be aware of this particular thing, A lot of people might not be aware. The more we are in this, the faster it can be achieved. So that's the most important thing, first of all. Then on our own, maybe domestically, we can try to help ourselves for the meantime, inverter, solar energy.
Yeah, you actually had a point, where you talked about the what we can do, like, domestically. I think that's true as well. Like, maybe little things, if you're not using your generator, maybe you can actually just leave the generator off or, turn off the light bulbs when you're not using them, things like that, right?
Yes. You should learn to manage energy because a lot of people, we just leave our appliances on. If we don't learn that management culture, it will not be good in the long run. So we have to learn to imbibe and learn that management culture.
That's really nice. And I know a lot of people are always like, oh, what you learn from watching Big Brother? It's like a corrupt program and blah, blah, blah. But actually, I've learned a lot, at least in regards to the one thing.
There is so much to learn.
So I think, while, we still try to get familiar with what the One campaign does, I think it's a good idea for us to still look at people in our immediate environment, our neighborhoods, that actually need help, right?
Yes. It's all the same thing, conquering poverty. If you can help someone, and someone else can help someone else can help someone else, that we are conquering little by little, because we are helping people that cannot, that don't have what we have, And if everybody does this, it's being conquered little by little. So in your own little way, you can conquer it as well. Individually, personal projects, societal projects.
I almost don't want this to end, but unfortunately it has to, because I know how busy you are, and you just come back from a long trip. So we'll try to wrap it up. You're what people would call a survivor. You never got discouraged. You always got back up, and you did your thing. You never let those little near misses discourage you. You kept on going, and that's why I believe that you can do anything you want to do. So is there any, phrase or, a quote that inspires you that you could share that could inspire someone else?
There's many quotes I love to use when it comes to situations like this, where you should not give up. But I think, you reminded me of one, and I think that one should be like a major one already. Giving up should never be an option.
Yes. That is perfect, man.
Yes.
That's perfect. That is inspiring me already. I think your story basically is an inspirational one. You're the example of why you should not give up on your dreams. So, move on a bit really quickly. I think I just got so excited about the One campaign and charity, I sort of lost track of time. I was going to ask, what are you doing right now? Are you acting in movies?
At the moment, I'm not acting. I just finished a movie, but that's what I'm going to be focusing more on. Yeah, as an entertainer, entertainment in this part of the continent is quite huge. So I'm not going to limit myself to just acting alone. There's going to be majorly acting, but there's a whole lot you can do. You're going to be hosting, presenting, modeling, These are things that I was doing just before I went to the house, But now that I've gotten this platform, it can only get better for me. So I'm going to do all these things on a higher level now, God is doing it so well. I've gotten a couple of scripts. Next year is going to be quite busy for me already. So, and I'm pushing for one or two endorsements. So, of course, appearances are so numerous, Everybody wants you to be at their events. Yeah, like I said, it can only get better.
Wow. But the thing is, Melvin, you're an amazing guy. You had, I think, probably the biggest platform on Africa, and you sold yourself to Africa really well. You were real, you were genuine. No one really had a bad word to say about you, apart from maybe the whole, it's competition, but everyone generally, if you're being honest, loved you. You showed yourself to be a very kind, respectful, well brought up, the sky cannot even be your limit. Like, you're going way beyond that. I think it's obvious to everyone that actually watched you. And even to people
Oh, amen. Thank you so much. Amen.
people are watching, even people you don't think are watching, and then they remember the impact you made. Melvin, thank you very much for being on the show, and I really appreciate you. Thank you very much.
I think I should say thank you too, because I actually had fun, speaking about all these things, talking to you. You're so nice, you're so cool as well. So thank you for having me on your show. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Mel.
And that's it for today's show. I'm really glad you were able to join us, and thanks in advance to everyone who listened in and who's going to download and listen. But my greatest thanks is reserved for everyone who has been inspired to do something, to go out and help their communities and help people around them or people wherever. I really appreciate it, and I'm very sure we can all win this fight together. Energy poverty is something I never knew I was experiencing until I heard Melvin speak about it. It's a serious problem which affects a lot of us right now in Nigeria and other parts of Africa and the world. So I think this is a wonderful experience to actually learn more about things, that are happening around you, but we're sort of blind to. And I'm glad that we all had this wonderful opportunity. Thank you to everyone, and please go out there and try to make a difference one way or another. To wrap it up, I would say be part of something greater than yourself. Have a wonderful week. I'm Rosie. Bye.
Come on to Zibby.